Hey, this is Anna Pavlakis coming to you on a beautiful spring day. I hope it's beautiful wherever you're watching this from. And what I'd like to do with the next few videos that I'll be putting out is to share information about shamanism because I've been finding that recently people have been coming up to me saying, "What is shamanism? What is a shaman? What do you do? Can you please explain more about it?" So yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to explain to you different aspects of shamanism. And what I wanted to start with was just the very fundamental concept in shamanism, because shamanism is animism. Shamanic practices are all rooted in animism. And animism means that you believe that everything in the world is alive. Everything. Everything is alive. Every object on this planet is alive. So when you start to think about that, it really shifts the way you perceive the world around you. I know that as a child, I just intuitively understood this, instinctively understood this. I remember very, very clearly as a child. I had a very unusual childhood. I grew up in Manhattan, in New York City, across the street from a forest, like a real forest, an actual forest. People don't believe me, but it's true. There was a forest across the street, and that was my playground. And my mother would sit, there were benches in front of it. And my mother would sit there, and I would just go running through the field and the trees, and I would talk to nature. I would talk to the rocks. I would talk to the trees. They were my playmates more than other children were actually. It was my backyard. It was where I just explored and uh, just connected with the world around me. So I would just go around talking to the trees, talking to the plants, communicating with it, not even talking, just communing with them. Because to me, from the earliest age of my life, the earliest time I can remember, everything was alive. Um, so there is no such thing as an inanimate object really to a shaman. Everything has life. This is why one of the reasons why we use, we work with stones and feathers and bones and all kinds of objects, depending on the type of shamanism that you practice. For example, I've got this as a tool. My beautiful. This was actually this was an amazing thing. This was made for me by a Brazilian man who, when he found out what I do, he was like, "I need to make this for you." And he made me. He found this owl feather. An owl is one of my totem animals. I'll be talking about that in another video in more detail. He found this feather that's from Brazil, and he made this fan for me, this beautiful tool. And he said, and he gave it to me as a gift. He said, "I can't accept money for this." He said, "Because you're going to use this to help a lot of people." So this is one of my most treasured things, and it's all natural. It's made with copper wire to conduct the energy, and some crystals, a pearl, and an owl feather. So this to me is alive. This is alive. Um, when we work with smudging and so on, the smoke is alive. The plants that we use in smudging ceremonies are alive. So everything is alive. This is essential to a shaman. Um, and this might be a bit controversial for some of you or a little hard to swallow, but this is the reason why I would say the majority of shamans are not vegetarians or vegans, because to us, there's no difference really in between eating a plant, an animal. All of it is alive. Everything's alive. So, drinking water, you're drinking something that's living. The water is alive. The salad greens that you eat, they have life to us. So to us, everything is alive, and it's all equally important. And you can have a relationship with anything that is alive. I personally have an ability to channel any object. So I not only can channel beings from other realms, I can channel objects. I could channel this. I've channeled crystals. I'm able to actually connect with any sort of object and speak to it. And this is one of the things that shamans do, is that we speak to nature, we speak to the things around us, we speak to the natural world, and we consider ourselves part of it. It's part of us, and we are part of it. So this is a very fundamental idea to understand shamanism, and I think it's maybe the first level that it's important to understand. So I wanted to share this first. And I'm really looking forward to teaching you more about shamanism, um, and yeah, sharing knowledge and wisdom. And if you would like to know more, if you would like to connect with me, to work with me shamanically, I do healings, I do programs to help you really transform your life, working through shamanism and through personal growth and development, using some certain fundamental principles that I have accumulated over a lifetime of inner work. I've been doing this work, I would say, my entire life. Uh, I think since I was very, very young, talking to the trees. So I look forward to sharing this with you. If you would like to connect, the link is below. I think it's going to be below, below, above. I don't know what the link is going to be. The link's around this video. You can find it, how to get in touch with me, and for more information. So I'm really excited to share this with you. If you would like to schedule a 30-minute discovery call to find out how we could work together and just to get more information and to get to know me, I'd be really, really happy to do that with you. Just get in touch and we will schedule it. So looking forward to sharing more of this with you in the future. And if you have any particular questions, please feel free to drop them below and I will do my best to answer them. And if it can't be answered here, we can always schedule a call to discuss that. Okay? So Anna Pavlakis coming to you from the beautiful world that we're in. And aren't we blessed to be here? You know, we are so blessed. We're so fortunate to be on this planet that gives us really everything we need. It's all here for us. So there's something, a thought I want to leave you with. Okay, until next time, bye.